Hello everybody, welcome back to my craft room. So this video is going to be a little bit about planners. When I first started planning, I'd seen a couple of Plan With Me videos. I knew that people decorated planners and that they, they like to have a little bit of fun in their planners and make them enjoyable to look at. But I kind of didn't know very much about that style of planning at all. So I went through a series of planners and I wasn't sure what I liked. I couldn't make up my mind at all. So I'm going to kind of show you what I've got here and how it compares, how they compare in size to and style to some of the other videos that are out there. Now, I'm a fairly budget-oriented planner. I don't spend a lot of money on my planners. It might look like I do here, but yeah, if it's not on sale, I don't buy it. If it's not a good price, I'm just not going to go near it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these aside, and then I'm going to go through the different style of planners. I'm just going to call this video How to Pick a Planner, and hopefully that will cover everything. Because if you're going to start planning, the first thing you need is a planner, and yeah, the first thing you need is a planner. So I'm trying to think, but I think it might have been even more than 8 years. Oh, it might have been 10 years or more. I bought this planner, and I have no idea how I got it so cheap. I bought it at Walmart. I think I paid $22 for it because I keep remembering thinking I paid like $21.99, and it's got a few scuffs. It's a little bit dirty. It needs good cleaning, and it's not real leather. It's a faux leather, but it has held up amazingly. This is a Franklin Covey planner, and it came fully stocked with the day one calendar inserts, the planner inserts. And it's not a planner per se anymore. This is now my Christmas planner, and my well, it's Christmas and birthdays and things like that, but I have my Christmas planner type of stuff at the back, and the front part is mostly birthdays and things like that. So in these months I don't have anything. All I have is a few empty pages. I've taken out what I used. I actually thought last year, was it last year or the year before? Last year. At the end of 2016, I ordered a fresh set of day one inserts for this, thinking that I might go back to it again. And after using my Happy Planner, I wasn't happy in this Ringbound anymore. It wasn't the size, because comparative to my Happy Planner, like my Happy Planner is bigger. Like my classic Happy Planner, if I set that right on top, is the same height, and I don't know if you can see that or not. Yes, you can see that. There, like this much difference. So the classic Happy Planner is actually bigger. So I thought I'd not get a classic last year, and I'd plan in this, but I'll have to show you what the problem was. Let me flip to an empty week. Okay, so here's the empty week. For one thing, it was on sale, and I didn't realize when I bought it, but it was the breast cancer benefit planner, and it had the pink pattern at the top and the bottom of every weekday page. Like here's some from August, here's some September, and it was the same all the way through. So just being the same kind of threw me off a little bit. But this would have made a great business planner for somebody that had to travel and keep track of their expenses and things like that, because it's dated Monday to Sunday. It has a very small weekend area, but it has nice big areas here to write in. So it gives you some time, it gives you some, this is your work hours, like from 8 till 5. So it gives you some timed space to write down your day. And then it has appointments, and you can do them on the right side as well. This is to be done. This was appointments. This was journal, and I don't know who could journal in this little tiny space. I guess just notes would have been okay. And then it has a little tiny spot for expenses and your time. I guess that's for people that have to budget their time and their expenses together. And so this would have made a great planner for somebody that had to travel, had many appointments, had that time of a day to arrange. So it would have been great for that. And the months, it was a month on one page, so it was tiny. Like I couldn't write anything in here. It had the month on one page, that small, and then a to be done in August list. I would rather have had this at the back and had the month on 2 pages. It would have made the boxes a little bit bigger. Like these are so small. These are just over 1/2 inch wide. I can't write a word in that, much less sentences. Like there's no way I could have written appointments or addresses or any places that I had to be in a box this small. So this planner, I used it for like 3 weeks. I had it all set up. I had you can see I had my paydays marked all the way through it. I had full intentions of using it. And by the end of 3 weeks, I was so frustrated with it that I couldn't use it anymore. So I haven't got rid of this front part yet. I'm going to do something else in the front part. But in the back part, I have a divider. That one doesn't have a pocket. I have another divider. I have notes pages. I have graphs pages or graph pages. I have some blank pages, and then I have my Christmas planner in here. So I have a section where I write down presents that I want to buy for people. I'm just getting started for this year. I haven't been out and about very much, but I take out, after Christmas, I took everything out of here. Or I think I emptied it out. So it starts fresh. So I will start putting presents in here. I have a section for cards in here, and I make sure that I have all the cards that I need and all the presents that I need by Christmas. And my plan for the front of this book is to take these out. I'm going to redo the month on one page so that it's on a lined page, and I am going to mark down everybody's birthdays, anniversaries, and what have you in here. We have a large family, and I'll do it by the month so that I can just flick to the month, and on 2 pages I can see everything that I need to see. So that's all I have in here right now, but that's the function of this planner. So it's a very functional. It has a big pocket at the front. It has a big zipper pouch built right in here. It has a secretarial pocket, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, and then a clear card slot in the front. And it has a place to attach a notepad in the back. So that's it. That's the Franklin Covey planner. Now the thing about this is probably 10 years old, and the Franklin Covey planners are very similar to, you can get them in the faux leather and the leather, but they're still very similar to this. This is an A5 planner, which means that the sheets that fit in here are exactly half of an 8.5 by an 11-inch sheet. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, the sheets that go in here. And yeah, in its day, this was an amazing planner. And as a Christmas planner, because it's red, it still works amazingly. So if that's the style that you're looking for, you might check out the Day One inserts and the Franklin Covey planner. One of the things that's different about their planner, or at least this one, I don't know if the newer ones now have switched the style of rings, but their rings are famous for being perfect. This has been open and closed millions of times, and there is not a catch. These are as smooth as can be. There's no gaps. There's no, I'm just going to open it to the middle so everything doesn't fall out, but there's no gaps. There's no, and this still works tight. So that's that type of a planner. So shortly after I thought about using this for a planner, my first thought was that maybe it just wasn't the right size. So I went, and this planner was on sale at Michael's, and I picked it up, and it came with the inserts. Now this planner was I believe this was the Recollections. Let me look on this insert and see if I can find anywhere on this insert where it says what this is. Isn't that funny? Nothing. So there's still some receipts in here. But yeah. So no, I didn't like the Ringbound planner. So I got this planner. I used some of it. I have a couple of months in here, just a couple of months. I've taken most of the dividers out. I'm just using this as note paper now. And I kept the bills in here because I used some of the bill payment sheets. And I had got the inserts for this. When I got the extra set of inserts, I got the ones for weekly chores, bills, reminders, and the budget tracker. And I thought, oh, well, that's great. I made myself a nice little dashboard. I started using the planner, and no, it just wasn't for me. I have an elastic in here for some reason. I have no idea why. This has got 2 pen clips on it. It's got one in the back, and it also has one here. But I didn't use this much because if my pen sat over this way too far, I found that it didn't bunch up in the rings, but I had it too bulked. For me to get everything in here, these rings just weren't big enough. So it has a pocket in the front. It's also not leather, of course. It's just a vinyl, a soft vinyl, but a vinyl. And this one was very reasonably priced. I think I got it for just over $10 with the 50% off coupon. It wasn't a ton of money. It might have even been on sale when I got it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought I'd try it, and nope. So right now, this doesn't even have a use. I'm thinking of gifting it to my granddaughter. The bicycle and this on the front is just way too pretty. But yeah, so she might like that. But that style, if you want a ring-bound binder and you want one that's smaller than the big A5 size, this is, let me check it with these inserts. Now that's a standard sized pocket notebook, or a pocket TN notebook, and it's bigger than this. So yeah, see. So this is the size that I like to journal in now. So it's bigger than this. Now, I thought I didn't like it because it was too small, but that wasn't it, because I ended up going to a smaller planner anyway. So that one bit the dust. So choosing a planner is a really, really hard thing to do. So I got myself a happy planner. This is my third happy planner. And I'm a happy planner girl. That's all you can say. I love it. I love the versatility. I love being able to change the rings out. I love the patterns and the colors and the prints and the variety. There's nothing about this planner that I don't like. And I use it for a strictly sit on my desk. And it stays open on my side table, right here beside my crafting table. So that I can see, and I start filming in. This wasn't a busy week because I filmed all day yesterday. I went to the store and I've been filming today. And I have to film again tomorrow. And 2 days this week I have to make trips to Peterborough. And I don't even know what days they're going to be. So I haven't even hardly filled anything out in this one. But I can guarantee you by the end of the week it will be full. It always is. So yeah, they get full and they get messy. So yeah. This is the size I like. And the reason I like this is because it's vertical. I can divide these boxes up into whatever sizes I want to. I can leave them in 3 sections and use all 3 sections for something different if I want to. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this planner. So this is the way it's laid out. At the beginning of every month, you have at the end of every month, you have the beginning of, this is the last page of the month. So at the beginning of every month and the end of the previous month, you have this page. So this page in this particular one has March's top 3. It has this for every month. It has your last month, your next month, and the month that you're on. It has your March birthdays and your important dates. And that's all I need to put in here. Some of them have currently, they have lists, and you can do currently, watching, eating, listening, you know, a whole list of things that you're currently doing. And I found that that became fairly redundant for me. So I really prefer this page here. And you have a nice cover page for the beginning of the month. And then you have your month on 2 pages. And this is the classic. There is a bigger size than this and a smaller size than this. But the classic is the perfect size for a tabletop planner. The months, these are nice and big. Now each of these boxes are 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So that's really nice. And then when you get to the week on 2 pages, you have this lovely spread that you see in my, that you can see in my Plan With Me's every week. So this is the perfect planner for me. It has the month and then the weeks, and it's the perfect tabletop planner. Bought this little exercise. It was a fitness planner when it was on sale. I got it when it was like dirt cheap on sale. And I thought that I would keep my work schedules on the monthly pages and keep track of my fitness. I don't do fitness when I'm working. I don't have enough energy when I'm done. So this kind of got tossed on the wayside. The intentions were good. I was going to use it more as a diet planner than a fitness planner, but yeah, even that didn't get used for that. So now I'll show you the difference between that and that too, so for people that don't know. This is the classic sized happy planner, and it has 7 rings, or 7 discs. This is the small size happy planner, and it has 7 discs, and they're much smaller. So I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to hold them up here, I guess, so you can see them a little bit better. Where can I get them in the light? There. So the small one is definitely got way smaller discs. And these are the regular size discs, and then you can buy larger expander discs as well. Now, I found out that I loved traveler's notebooks. I was online one day and I saw where a girl was selling this traveler's notebook, and this is a standard sized chic sparrow, and it's got the Mr. Darcy leather. It is pounded right to bits. It has nicks and it has scratches, and it has, looks like it's been written on a piece of paper on the back of it in a couple of spots, and I love it. Absolutely love it. That's what leather's supposed to do. It's supposed to take a beating and keep going. And this leather is so nice. It's not too floppy, but it's not really overly stiff. And this is a planner. This one's used as a planner, but a different type of planner. This deer was gifted to me by Tabitha from Tabby Cat Clips on Etsy, and she made a sticker out of this. It was a felted clip, and I put it right on my Mr. Darcy, and I call this book, I've named it, I call this my Dear Mr. Darcy. And I have my bill tracker in here because you can get planning inserts for almost anything. So this is my home planner. So my bill tracker is in here, and I can show you what that looks like, but I need to go back to there. I'll go to next year's. There's 2.5 years worth of, because it's a month on one page here. My bills don't take up any more than this. I fill this all out, so I have a place to write down what bill it is, my date due, the amount that's due. I can fill in the amount or the date that I paid it, and if it is, I usually write the amount that's due here in very small letters, because I'll just put a slash and put down the amount that I actually paid if I pay extra. And which, you know, you do sometimes just to get ahead for the next month. Or if you can't afford the whole thing, you might have to do it in 2 parts. Anyway, that's what I do. So this is an amazing bill tracker because it's so easy to just flip to a month and go, every circle has a tick in it. I know I didn't miss anything that month. It's awesome. And then my next, this one's not decorated. This is a very functional planner. So this is my household maintenance log. I have stuff in there, but it's just a plain, I'm just made it. It's a piece of white cardstock, some white printer paper. I stitched it together, cut it down to size, and it's my household maintenance log. So when our furnace is cleaned, I write that down in here. When my septic gets pumped, I write that down in here. When we had to put part of our new eaves trough up, that went down in here. The new carpets went down in here. So everything goes in here, and it won't fill up fast because we don't do a lot of updating. It's not in the budget, but everything that gets done gets put into there, and you have regular maintenance anyway. So then I have this contact one, which is just, I got this insert as part of a monthly kit that comes in the mail that I get. And so I got this insert, and it's a phone book. This is my contacts for the plumber, for the furnace guy, for the oil company, for the, you know, all the things that are to do with a house. So that's my contacts. And then at the back, I have what's called this week's menu, and I haven't even, I've got this week out, it's gone out of here, and next week's is still in here. So this isn't even an insert. This actually is just loose pages. I made a cover and stuck the cover in there. I folded all these pages in half. That's why you see them like that. It's a pad, and it's one of those pads that you get from the dollar store. Now I started to stitch it together, and then I thought, no, I'm just gonna, it wasn't gonna work for me stitched together. So I thought I'm not gonna stitch it, and I took the stitching back out and I put my sheets in here, and this is my weekly menu. So this page right now is on the front of the fridge, but sometime this week I'll sit down and I'll put down what I'm gonna have for dinner every day next week, and then I'll go through what I have in the house at the end of the week, and I'll write my grocery list on here, and then I take it to the store. And what's really cool about this is that I just opened this pad. I ripped all the pages off and then restacked them, fold them in half, put them in here, and each time I'm done one, I just take that out and take it to the store with me. I just throw that in my purse and I'm done with it. So that's what these pads can be used for. And the really cool thing is that they stick in a standard sized traveler's notebook. So this is my household planner. Now, I like it. This size is perfect for that. But once again, I had a weekly planner that I put in here in this size. And what I was looking for was an everyday carry, something that I took with me all the time. So I wanted my planner to be my wallet and to have everything that I wanted in it. And that's where I ended up with the pocket-sized traveler's notebook. So this is the pocket size. And I might have to, I've moved in a little bit, but I might have to move you back just a touch. There. So this is the pocket size, and I love this size. This fits in my hand just perfect. It can be stuffed. This one has 4 strings, but I've got them pocket sizes with extra wide with 6 strings. And this can be stuffed right full, and it still gives me a good, you know, just a good handful to carry around. I can put up to 6 notebooks in my wallet in here, and I can decorate it, and I can put charms on it, and I can just grab it out of my purse and take it into a store and know that I never have a piece of information that I won't need when I'm shopping because it's in my pocket-sized notebook. I love this size of notebook. So, yeah, the leather is personal, like I said. And the size is just preference, and you get that by using it. So what I suggest is going to Etsy, an Etsy shop, and finding a shop that offers different sized notebooks. So this one is a passport size. These are pockets. This is a personal size wide, I think. This is a standard size. Go online. There's a dozen or more different sizes. Go online, and Etsy shops are a great place to shop, to window shop. Find the sizes that you think would be your personal preference, and just order a single notebook. It can be a lined notebook or a dot grid or graph or whatever you want, but order a notebook in a few different sizes. You can see by how many planners I've been through how easy it is to decide after just a couple of weeks that it's not your size, that it's not your fit. It's a fit. You have to love it. If you're going to carry it every day, you've got to love it. So buy the notebooks. So I bought a pocket and a, or I didn't buy these, I made these. I've got a pocket, I've got a passport size, it's smaller than the pocket. I've got the personal, and I've got the standard. And if I were to do this all over again, I would carry, I think I'd probably start somewhere in the middle, and I would carry this around with me in my purse and have it with me at home everywhere I went, and I would write everything. Draw a little weekly grid out, and you don't have to decorate it, but write everything that you're going to do that week in here. Write your plans for the week, write your appointments for the week, write your grocery shopping list for the week, everything in the notebook, and carry it for 2 weeks. By the end of 2 weeks, if you're not going to like it, you're going to know that this is not the size for you. This isn't the one that you're comfortable writing in. So if it seems to be too big, go to the next size smaller. If it seems to be too small, go to the next size bigger. Grab yourself just the insert. Once you've decided what size insert that you like planning and note-taking and sketching or whatever it is that you're going to do, once you've found the insert size, choose your cover size to fit it. I chose my planner covers because I fell in love with the planner covers and then had to make notebooks or buy notebooks to fit in. Inserts, sorry, to fit in. But yeah, you don't need to do that. Just buy your inserts, find your right size, and then buy your planner. So there it is. It's hard, so hard to pick planners. I've heard people say that they found planner piece, and I don't believe it because something new comes along that you like, and you got to try it. So yeah, our interest is always growing. We're curious, us people, and we always want to see a little bit of what's over the hill. So if you like this video, I'm going to stop here because this is getting way too long. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more about planners and how to start journaling, or maybe what you need to start journaling in the way of supplies and things like that, or planning, sorry, not journaling, but planning, then let me know and I will try to accommodate. What you've seen today is what I have used over the past couple of 3 years, well, as far as 10 years with my Franklin Covey. But yes, this is not my collection. By a long shot, this is not my collection. I have a serious, well, I guess it's not as bad as some people, but I have a serious traveler's notebook addiction. I think there's one in the mail right now coming to my house. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and right there, don't forget to subscribe, people. Thanks. Bye-bye.